What's up everybody, I'm Dylan Hughes, welcome back to BlackOut. After our last episode, everybody was looking for some build updates, so here we are starting with show and tell. Since our last episode, we've been jamming on this E46 pretty hard, making sure that everything's exactly the way that it should be. Seat position, bumper bars, all the fabs getting put into the chassis, making sure that it's proper. But we have a lot of parts that we're ready to throw at this car. Been putting in a lot of work on this thing, making sure that it's all proper in the way that it needs to be. We're making sure the seating position's good, the pedal position's good, making sure that I'm nice and comfy at home inside of that car. So first off, we've got a Mishimoto radiator and Mishimoto oil cooler. These guys stepped up this year and they're really helping us out, making sure that the cooling's on point with this car. We have this front sway bar, brand new E46 front sway bar from Part Shop Max. And this is gonna give us that front end stability that we're looking for, help give this car some drive, keep it level in the front. That will be really good, I'm excited to put that on. Radium stepped up this year, huge shout out to them. This is their dual catch can. This is gonna take all of that dirty gas out of the motor and catch it in the engine bay so it doesn't try and blow the dipstick out or we don't get too much crankcase pressure, which ultimately is gonna give us more power. So huge shout out to them, make a quality catch can product. We have a couple of those. Moving on from there, we have some BC shocks that are gonna be going on this thing. BC has been working on the E46 chassis for a long time so that we know that BC is gonna give us the best shock we can put underneath this thing. Can't wait to get these new shocks on this thing. We're running an ACT triple disc clutch. This thing is the bee's knees. We've been using these clutches in Chris's cars, in Ryan's cars for years and years now. These guys barely even have to switch out a clutch all year. So this is their 7 1/4 triple disc clutch. This is like the biggest and the baddest one they make. Even comes with this rubber band that helps you hold these little steel pieces in when you're installing it. Makes it a lot easier. So these guys thought of everything when they send you this clutch kit. So really excited to be working with ACT this year. Thank you for sending over these clutches. Cannot wait to see what they feel like. One of the most important things with a Pro 1 level car is that it has to be easy to work on. So one of the things that we did with this moving forward was these steering rack bolts originally come top down. So that way, if you have your engine over these bolts, essentially you can't get them out without cutting them. So what I did was I cleaned some of the paint off of the subframe, flipped those bolts over and welded these nuts to the top. So that if we ever get into an accident, we bend the rack or the rack is hurt or whatever, all we have to do, jack the car up, drop the 2 bolts out the bottom, rack slides right out the front. So we decided to switch up the steering column in this thing. This is one of the coolest things that I've seen online. This is a Woodward steering column. So it comes with this really sweet clamp that clamps onto our dash bar here. It's got a super solid mount that holds up this shaft that the steering shaft slides inside of. So with the back of this car, I wasn't really sure that the structure that was back here before was gonna be quite strong enough for how hard we're gonna be bumping into these walls. So I decided to cut it off and make it a little bit different. So what we have here is 4-bolt plates on each side of these frame rails. So when we build a structure back here, basically all we have to do is yank off these 8 bolts and we can replace the whole back of the car. So that once we bump into those walls at Long Beach, we can quickly and easily take the old bar off, throw the other one on, and back out on the track ASAP. In the last episode, we talked about putting the radiator in the back of this thing. So the Mishimoto radiator showed up, and now we're gonna put it in its home. So this is about where it's gonna live. Cool part about this thing right now is we have the fuel cell on the inside of the car, which gives us lots of room in the back, which is a very good thing. So this radiator is very well protected, pretty far forward, so that if we do bump into the wall, the bash bar is gonna absorb all the impact and ideally not hurt our radiator. So I just gotta whip up some mounts for this thing, and it will be in there in no time. Something else we're extremely excited for is this Motec engine management system. This is called the Motec M130. This is one of the baddest ECUs that you can get. So this is what's gonna be powering the beast. This thing's gonna be making sure that the engine is completely happy. It's gonna be tuned by John Reed. Biddy's over at Unicorn Garage is gonna be doing the nicest wiring harness that there is. So hopefully everything in the wiring department is gonna be perfectly happy, and I know that this Motec's gonna be keeping that engine happy throughout the year. So that's about it for this build update. We've been jamming on this thing pretty hard and we're gonna continue to do so, but it's about to get a whole lot more efficient. Huddy Racing got a new shop and it's right next door. Come check it out with me. This right here is going to be the new home base for Huddy Racing. So we're just kind of going over some floor plan ideas, where we're going to put the lifts, where we're going to store cars, a little bit of a chill area over there, like a little bar should be pretty sick. So basically we're just checking this place out. We got to get it all cleaned up and then we got to get it ready to move everything over basically so we can start jamming on the Pro car even more. It should be pretty sick. I'm really excited to have a little bit of extra space, so this place is pretty cool.